What's up, techies? Did you know that you can add audio files and podcasts to your blogs in TekMatix? So you can literally turn your blogging platform on your TekMatix account into your own podcast. You can add audio recordings of workshops that you've done, meditations, and so much more. This is really going to help both your engagement on your site, your SEO ranking, and so much more. How do you do it? Glad you asked. You're going into your TekMatix account and you're going to go to Sites and Courses and then click on your blogs section. Now here you will be able to see any of the blogs that you've published and the status of it and which category on your blog that it fits into. This is great if you blog about all different kinds of topics. Your viewers, your readers, subscribers are going to be able to search by content, by category. It will also show you a summary of how many visitors your blog is getting per week and so much more. Just as an FYI, you've got your settings sections here where you can add different authors. This is fabulous if you have guest contributors to your site. Obviously, the more content you have on your site, the higher your search engine optimization and Google ranking is going to be. So this allows you to add in different authors with their profiles, their bios, and information about them. And here is where you create your categories so that you can start organizing all of your blog posts based on the topic of your blogs. But let's go back to our audio. So you're going to press add a new post, give your blog post a title. Let's call this podcast episode number 1, for instance. Put in the description. In this episode, we will talk about XYZ. Here is where you add in the thumbnail for your blog post. This is the thumbnail that will show up when that is comes up in search results in Google. It will also show up when you share the link on social media platforms as well. So we're going to press create a post, and then it will take you into the blog post editing area. And there's a bunch of different sort of default settings in here and a checklist as well to show you some of the features that work for your blogging here. As you can see, there's loads of amazing features that just as you would have on any blogging platform at all. So, here is my blog or podcast title, for instance. Podcasts. We're not going for spelling today. And just like anything else, that you can change the fonts, you can turn it into a heading, you can make it obviously much bigger. You can change absolutely anything you like here. But let's pretend we wanted to add in our audio file. Now you can add in hyperlinks, images, videos, all kinds of stuff here. We're going to click on insert an audio, and then you're going to click on your audio clip. It will take you to your media library on your account. I've got a random audio file here just for the sake of demonstration. So you're going to click on that and it will bring up that audio file, and you can also choose for it to autoplay when somebody visits your blog post. And do you want it to keep looping around and around and around and around, right? So that could also be something you might want to do, on or off, and then press insert audio, and boom, that's what it looks like. You can then also put in a text that you want. You can add in images. So again, you can click on the image section and it will take you to your media library. Just press upload file if you haven't got that image on here. I'm just going to pick a random image for the sake of demonstration. And press, paste enter text for SEO, the amazing podcast by XYZ person. All right, so this is again good for your SEO so that your image has that. Now, obviously, it's not very good sizing I've got going on here, but then I just press save. And then we can press continue. Now up here on continue, this is where we go to like our publishing area. We can choose things like the slug that we want. Slug means yourwebsite.com/whatever is there is the slug. And it will actually show you what the full URL will look like there. As you guys know, you can add multiple domains to your TekMatix account as well. So choose what category you want it to belong to. Now, if you've added categories, they'll show up there. So just select what category that belongs to. Fill in as many keywords as you possibly can here. This is going to help your Google search results. So what kind of words will people use to look for this blog post? And you're going to be just hitting enter for each one that you enter in. So if it was about leadership, I'd be popping that in, hit enter, and boom. This is where you choose your authors. So again, in that settings area I showed you earlier, this is where you would pick which one of those authors it is. Now, the great thing is you can actually add the categories and the authors directly here as well. So, this is where I could say Sarah Courtney. You don't have to go all the way back to your settings. I could put the photograph of that author there, put in their description and all of their social media URLs. This will actually automatically suck in those clickable social media URLs into the actual article itself as well. And if you've loaded that author in, you won't need to fill that in every time. It will just be a really quick click for that to happen. Now we can also go to the publishing area. And if you want to publish it straight away, press save. If you want it to auto publish on a specific date, you can also go through and choose a date that you want it to be published in as well. Click on save. And I haven't chosen categories, so it's obviously not going to let me do that right now. But basically, that's all you're going to need to do. You can click on these little 3 dots over here to preview your post as well. So you want to have a look at what it looks like to your viewers. You can see here, and if I press play, then my audio starts playing because, of course, I didn't put in the autoplay function. You can also toggle over to your mobile view so you can see what that blog post will look like. Now, obviously, I haven't done any special design on this at all. I haven't made this look pretty. But there you go. That is how you add audios, and you can turn your blog into a podcast. You can turn it into a meditation suite and so much more. If you've got any questions, contact us on support@tekmatix.com. Happy checking!